Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and we are here with the first week of Season 2 of the MPL. Alright, we are here, and this is actually going to be on Showdown because Anthony, my opponent this week, actually was not able to connect to Wi-Fi. He's been out of town, and he was just not able to get on Wi-Fi, so we just ended up deciding, we're going to have it on Showdown this week, which kind of sucked, but, what can you do? What can you do? But as I said, this is going to be the first week of the MPL, and we are the Phoenix Sunfloras. This week we're going to be going up against the Oakland Raichus, and the coach of that is War Toys, or Anthony. And I'll make sure to leave the link to his channel in the description below, so make sure to go check it out. But yeah, so as you can see, this is my team right over here. I'm the team with Roserade, Gliscor, Azumarill, Cloyster, Pinsir, and Stoutland, and he has the other team right over here. And this was actually a very hard match to prepare for. I prepared it with Slacks, another member. I'll also leave his link in the description below because he did help me quite a bit. I did not have the best matchup against Anthony this week. I was kind of just realizing, my team actually is not that good at all. I didn't think it was good at all. I kind of drafted a bit poorly, but I really don't have many switch-ins for a lot of things, and I actually dropped something after this week. So next week I dropped Blissey for Bronzong, so that will probably help a little bit, but I don't have any switch-ins for Pokemon like Gallade, Conkeldurr, Mega Gyarados, and his last Pokemon, Dragonite. So that was obviously going to be a problem, I knew, and yeah, so that was going to be a huge problem, I knew it, and my aim for this match was actually just sweep with Belly Drum Azumarill. I had a lot of support for it. I had Stealth Rocks with Gliscor, as well as Spikes on my Roserade to try to weaken his team so that Azumarill can just Belly Drum and sweep. To this team, what I have to do is I have to get Cool Fish to about 20% to be able to take it out, or actually a bit more than that. I can get it to like 30%, and then Aqua Jet plus 6 takes it out, as well as Gyarados has to get to about 40%, and then I can take it out. So besides that, I can actually sweep. Also, Superior has to be weakened a little bit as well. But yeah, I also brought Roserade to be able to deal with his Jolteon and Superior as a defensive, as a Spadef wall. And what is this? Cloyster is Focus Sash to... He does not have many hazards on his team. The only thing that can set up hazards is his Crook, and he does not have any way of removing them. So this is a Shell Smash Cloyster. It is Focus Sash, so that is there. Gliscor was there to wall certain members on his team, as well as to taunt Gyarados, mostly Dragonite, but also to prevent Quillfish from getting up its hazards, as well as Crocodile. I also had defensive Stoutland this week to be able to deal with Pokemon like Mega Gyarados and Dragonite. So we're gonna get in this match right now, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. So we're gonna start. Alright, so he leads off with the Jolteon, and I lead off with my Gliscor. He just goes for the HP Ice, and I'm going to protect just to get this Toxic Boost off. I want to see what kind of set he is, and from that damage, I know that he's actually Specs. I knew I could live one even if he was Specs. I knew I could take two at least, so I'm just going to send this up so I can switch in on it again, and I decided right here to switch in my Azumarill. I did not have any switch-ins for this thing, as I said. This thing can wreck my team, so I just decided to bring in Azumarill. I knew I could take the potential Ice Punch coming, and then I can play rough on it, and I can do a ton of damage to something on his team. Probably the Quillfish will be coming in. I could even double out, but right here you're gonna see my whole team is based around Azumarill sweeping, and I get frozen. I was so upset when this happened. I knew it was probably gonna have Poison Jab, so that wasn't a surprise, but this literally this literally killed me. I thought I just lost. I had like no hope, and I wish I had the live commentary of this still, because it was terrible. So I'm gonna go, and Mega Pinsir is gonna be right over here. I switch into this thing to be able to revenge kill that, and he switches in this, and he does not really need Quillfish anymore since Azumarill went down. The main purpose of this was to wall it, and I actually go for sub here. That was a mistake. I don't know. There was not much reason to go for sub. My best play was just going for return, because I just wasted a bit of health right there doing that. But that's fine. That is fine. the Aqua Jet is going to crit, did not really matter, but now I'm at about a little bit above 50% with Pinsir, and Pinsir's probably going to have to take this game at this point because, you know, Azumarill went down. So I'm going to switch in Roserade right here, just praying I don't get critted, and I'm going to Synthesis up right again, and I don't have any switching now, especially since Azumarill is gone. I can't pivot around it, and so I'm just going to have to sack off Stoutland, I think. And I go into Stoutland, I get the Intimidate off, and he goes for Mach Punch. He doesn't go for Drain Punch, so that I now think he doesn't have Drain Punch. I get a ton of damage off right there, and that means Stoutland walls his Conkeldurr since he does not have a Fighting Stab move besides Mach Punch. So I'm going to go for Play Rough right here, and he's now going to Mega Evolve, and I think he just goes for the Waterfall. Yeah, he's not intimidated, so that actually does a ton of damage, and I'm just going to go for Yawn because a lot of the thing based around this team was weakening him with hazards, so Yawn would force him to switch out, so that's why I went with Yawn right there, and I go for another Play Rough, and I get some more leftovers health back, which is really nice because I really need it for Gyarados. He's going to go for the Leaf Storm right here, and I decide that I'm going to be able to get a layer of spikes up right here. He goes for Hidden Power, super effective Hidden Power. I get my spikes up. This actually helps me versus, since I want to sweep with Mega Pinsir, this helps me with getting Gyarados a bit weaker. I don't really need it for anything besides Gyarados and to weaken Jolteon. My only offensive moves this week are Return and Quick Attack. So I have Sub and Swords Dance as my other ones. So I really need to weaken that Jolteon so that Quick Attack can take him out. So he's going to get this thing really low, and I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb and take him out. I'm now really weak to Jolteon, unfortunately. But he's just going to switch into this thing, and I just let my Roserade go down. I can't wall Jolteon at that amount of health, and I get a free switch into my Stoutland. He's not going to be able to do much damage at all to it, and I'm going to get a Play Rough, which puts him in range of Quick Attack from Mega Pinsir. So that's really nice. Stoutland's kind of going to have to go down after he takes out this thing because he's at such a low amount of health. He's going to be able to go into Gallade, and Gallade can wreck my team, as you can see. I expected him to be locked into his move, and I just go out into Mega Pinsir right here. That crit did not actually matter. I calced it. So Quick Attack actually was able to take him out. Plus, I did get frozen earlier in the game, and actually that move right over there was pretty important. Me switching into Cloyster on his HP Ice, because if he did go for an electric type attack, well, since I already knew his specs, if he was actually Life Orb, he could have probably actually taken this game at this point, which is kind of frightening. But he wasn't. I already knew that. So he went for Hidden Power Ice on my Cloyster. I thought Cloyster was the safest switch in. I knew he was locked into his move, so I also knew this thing was Focus Sash. My Cloyster was Focus Sash, even though it doesn't matter too much because Conkeldurr can Revenge Kill with Mach Punch. But even if he did go for Thunderbolt, I knew his specs into that, so I could then get a free switch out into my Gliscor and get a Facade off. Because a Facade is my only offensive move this week with Gliscor. So that's what I did, and he actually did had a HP Ice, so I was even in a better position, and I was able to just fire off an Ice Cold Sphere because it was going to take out either one of his Pokemon. I could have gone for Shell Smash, but at that point, it would be a roll whether Mach Punch would take me out, and he's just going to go into Jolteon, and he's going to lock himself into Shadow Ball, which is going to do a ton of damage overall, but it's going to be able to kill Cloyster, but I do have my Gliscor in the back to be able to Revenge Kill him, and I do win the match. So that is going to be our first week, and we did win. That was an incredibly intense game, and I really wish that I had a live commentary for it, but don't worry, next week I probably will, and next week it will be on, it's going to be on Wi-Fi, so look out for that. We upload MPL battles every Friday now. It's changed from Sunday. I think I mentioned that before in one of my videos, but might as well mention it again. We did get our first win, guys, so we are doing really, really well, and I don't think there's much else to say. Make sure to go check out Anthony and also the MPL channel. We've been uploading a lot over there lately, so make sure to go check out that stuff, and I will see you guys later. Peace.